Welcome to CTE Aiming January 23 review. So I just want to point out, if you're familiar with CTE, it's great. Just watch the tape. If you're not, you should watch some of the ones that I made before. There must be about 25 videos out there previously to give you an understanding of CTE. Just to review again, the object ball is broken up to three different areas, equal areas from 15, 30, and 45 degrees. What I'm doing now is pretty much working on the cue ball as far as a half tip offset. So if I'm shooting the 11 ball in the corner, it's the relationship is the pocket means 15 or 30 degrees. In this case, it could be 15 or 30 degrees cut into the corner. So what I'm going to do is approach the cue ball from a half tip offset, coming in from the left side in this case, aiming at the B, which is again right in the middle where the 11 is, and then pretty much not moving my front hand, moving my back hand. I'm going to go from half tip offset to the center cue ball, and then I'm going to shoot. The important thing about CTE is that you must have your stance in front, just like ghost ball. Your thumb and forefinger should be in the front of the cue ball. Your left leg be behind the cue ball. It shouldn't be awkward to move your hand in the off tip offset and then just using your backhand to switch it to center ball. So right now you're looking at a basic, straight shot. It's pretty much either a 15 or 30 degree cut. So you're aiming in the middle of the ball, which I call it, B. So the A is on the left side, B is in the middle, C is on the right side. You're aiming at the cue ball from the half tip, going right in, putting your thumb and forefinger behind the cue ball, your left leg behind the cue ball, and from the half tip offset, you're aiming at the B. There you go. Right in the middle. Then you just shift from the backhand only, not the front hand. Shift to the middle of the cue ball, center cue ball. Sometimes related as CCB. Now you're just going to shoot straight, and there you go. I'm not sure if you can see the cue ball, which is on the dot. Now you could go to the left side of the pocket, and then you'd be shooting on the C side as a 45-degree angle. Or you're shooting on the right corner, and you'd be using it at a 45 degrees on the left side. So the degrees of the relationship to the pocket can change, but the letters don't change. So I keep it as A, B, and C almost all the time, pretty much in relationship to the pocket. Here's a cut. The right side is blocked, so you have to go to the left side. So this is what they call a 1/8. It's almost hitting the edge of the object ball. It's right almost on the edge. Again, this is something you have to try in the pool hole, get a feel for it. So I'm coming in from the left side. It's usually the opposite. I come in on the opposite side, half a tip offset, aiming for the edge, bring it to center, and you're in. Same thing here. I'm coming now from the right side, moving over to what I consider either the A or 1/8. Sometimes it's tough to give a clear understanding of where the aim might be, the aim line. So you have to kind of play around with it until you're on the table, because the video is misleading. I believe this is an A, but I'm pivoting it over, and if it's the tape is misleading as far as the angle. So in any case, always bring your cue ball have a half a tip offset, aiming at that aim line. So here's a B, kind of a basic shot. Now, I don't use CT all the time. Obviously, I'm a ghost ball player. I'm playing for 50 years. I would think that maybe half my shots, but the critical shots that I want to make are always CT, because it's definitely a little bit more accurate. I don't have to worry about hitting the right exact spot on the object ball. All I have to do is make sure I pivot right, and the degree to the pocket has to be, of course, accurate as well. So here we have a shot. Now, this is a kind of a straight up shot. If you're going to the corner, it's probably a B. If you're going to the side pocket, it's probably going to be an A. So, you have to make an adjustment accordingly. The best thing to do here is just to make sure you're behind the cue ball at a half tip offset, aiming for one of those aim lines. Once you establish the aim line from the half tip offset, the rest of the method is just bring it to center cue ball from the backhand. Make sure it's the backhand that's moving that stick, not the forehand. Your other front hand should be about 5 to 7 inches away, just like in ghost ball, and then just bring it to center and shoot. Here's a cut. See, again, this is a little misleading on the tape, but this is a deep cut, so you're coming in almost on the edge of that ball. I'm pretty much coming in from the right side, moving it over to the left side, to the cue ball center, and going in. Here's a shot. I don't know if you can see the corner, but it's going to the right-hand corner since the other side is blocked. So pretty much you want to go into, coming in from the right side, hitting that, what it would be A, coming in, and getting in the corner. Of course, you could always use, standard English, but not too much. You want to keep it down as much as you can. Of course, you could, draw back or whatever it may be, or follow up to get the position that you need. But any major English may turn off the ball to a different direction. So you just got to work it and beat the pool hole to make sure that you could use a little bit of English in every shot, but you don't want to make it too much because then you're offsetting the shot itself. This is a side pocket shot. Looks like a B, just aiming it. So you can make long shots, of course, and long shots is great to do. I mean, just like this is a deep cut. It looks like it's almost a 1/8 shot into the corner. So you're still going to do the same thing. You're going to aim from the right side of the cue ball. That's the half tip right side. Only a half tip from center on the cue ball, aiming it towards the edge of the object ball, which is about, it's either 1/8 or to the edge, very close, and it'll go in. Here's a nice pocket, nice shot in the pocket, side pocket, and this is a relatively hard shot. I mean, it's the ball's very close. It's all the way on the other side of the table. Again, I'm not aiming at the pocket. I'm only aiming at the ball in front of me. So it's just got to trust the pivot. That's the name of the game. So if you verify that this is a B cut, you just aim for that B, and then it should be fine. It's just almost like automatic. So I'm coming in from the right side, aiming for the B, bringing the stick over to center. Oh, I just missed it, but it was close. Let's try it again. And if you do a shot like that and you do miss, try a different aim line. It could be like maybe this was actually more of a 1/8 shot, or it could be even an A in terms of the relationship to the pocket. So try it different. Try it a little bit different. See what it is. Bring it over a little bit. There you go. Now we're going good. So in traditional CTE, just to let you know, I mean, I don't really work with traditional CTE that much, although I know it. The way that works is kind of like a 2-line visual. So the center of the cue ball has a line going to the left side of the object ball. So that's where it would be center edge. So in other words, center line to the left side of the cue ball, and then you're going to be aiming at the right side to the C from the half tip offset. So it works in kind of a similar fashion. So in other words, there's 2 visual lines, and when you aim that cue ball from the half tip offset, aiming at C, you're going to bring it over to the left side of the cue ball, the middle of the cue ball, that's CCB, and you're going to shoot it in. In my kind of I guess it's maybe a ghost ball CTE that's morphed together, I just aim for the relationship to the pocket. To me, it's almost like a ghost ball, but the difference is that I am pivoting. So I'm aiming for the B, and I don't use 2 lines. I just kind of use the 1 line, aiming for the B, and coming in, pivoting it from the backhand only, making sure my thumb and forefinger are behind the cue ball and my left leg is behind the cue ball. And this is the basic premise of all the CT stuff. It's relatively good. Once you learn it, you probably could use it more and more, and it's definitely a lot better than any other aiming system. And there's a million of them out there. So when you shoot, just to make sure that your relationship to the pocket is accurate. So in this case, it's a straight up shot. So this is a B. Most of the shots on the table that you're going to shoot in a regular game are going to be 15 and 30 degrees. When you get a deep cut, that's 45, and you get a real deep cut, that's 60, like something that's already thin. So after 60, because you can get 70 and like even 80 degrees cut, which is just like almost like hitting the edge if you're lucky to hit the edge like that. But in any case, here we go with a straight up shot, aiming that I'm coming in from the left side, using the half tip offset from the left side, aiming at the B, and you're in. Well, that's pretty much it. If you're looking for lessons in the CTE,